Hello guys, how you doing? Thank you for tuning back. So I know I am a little late. It's been more than a month since my last update, so my apologies. I've been busy with life, people at my job. They have called me back to work on site, and a couple times we had scares where some other people got in coronavirus, so I had to go hide from people. So I haven't had access to basically all my tools. So, but I'm fine. Everybody's fine. Everything turns out to be okay. So outside of that, let's review some last month. What did Diversy Fund gave me? So as I promised first that I was gonna put in $500, I did. So now we have $1,000. So I put in $500 in October, which is last month. So now I have total $1,000 invested with them, the Diversy Fund. I have basically gotten this month they gave me $2.10 of dividend. One thing I do not like how they, as soon as you click here, this goes 414 page. Diversy Fund. If you guys listen, hearing me or watching my YouTube channel, please update this. This should go somewhere. Like, this is a bad practice. I'm also in IT, software development, guys. So this is why customers should never see 404 error. All right. Other than that, so next month with my $1,000, I should see good comparison with my Fundrise. Let me show you guys the Fundrise. Right. This is the comparison that I wanted to do, which was give me a second, guys. I need to put in the verification code. 1 second. All right, so as you can see here in my Fundrise, I have $1,000, and in every quarter, right, they been giving me dividends. So like last quarter in October 8th, they gave me $11.57. Right now is December, so November, October, November, December. I guess we'll get another one in January, I guess, right? So November, December, and January. So that should put us back to, I think that's when, yeah, January. So last year of January, yep. That should put us back to our good one-on-one comparison, see who's paying more or what's going on. Okay, so that's that. Alongside with that, I decided to do a little bit of a comment. Give me 1 second, guys. I got a lot of comment, especially I want to basically address some of you who may be watching my YouTube channel, and maybe you have similar question and you haven't gone through the comment section. So here are the comment. I notice you can transfer money in, but how do you transfer it out of one transfer too much? This question is asked by Retro Basement Gaming Tech and Anime. I did respond to him. My response is basically like, look, if you put in too much money into Diversy Fund, you can always ask the help desk to refund it back to whatever amount you want. The only reason I'm saying this is because I believe there's a time between when you give them the money and between they take your money and then they go ahead and invest it. So there is still a period, I believe, and that they would not want to lose potential investor for doing this. So I'm pretty sure that's what I would expect. But if you guys find that's not the case, please let me know, because then I don't want to do I don't want to put my own money in a potentially a company that doesn't want to like take care of its investor and doesn't want to make any special requests. So then again, please be careful how much money you want to invest in, right? At the beginning, you shouldn't be investing any more money than you already have. Then I have just a couple of comments that Firoza Rahman, she said looking for update, looking forward to your update. And so this is the update in terms of Diversy Fund, right? Let's look at a little bit more comment that I think would be a little bit more useful. There's a person, Dream Life Dividends. He said, Diversy Fund is garbage. They yield me half what Fundrise does. And good luck getting any money out of Diversy Fund ever. I don't know about garbage, honestly. I invest with both Fundrise and Diversy Fund now, so I am doing it more or less out of curiosity and wanted to do this, see how this platform would work out on which was better for me. Maybe keep it both or maybe cut one, because you never know, right? Who has better? Don't put all your eggs into one basket, right? Yes, that is true. You're gonna have a hard time trying to get your money out of Diversy Fund because they say very clearly 5 years. So that's I became a member in 2020, right? I guess last year 2020. So in 2025 is when I'm expecting to take out my money, and it would be good to see how this would play out. All right, next one is by Nightmare Kawak. He says, it's a long-term investment. Remember that, and the more you put in, the more you get out of it. It is true, right? Because you have to put more money to expect more return. However, don't expect every single company or every single company, right, to give you money. So think of like if you look at its stock history over time, right, there were period that they have not really produced any money for its investor unless you were cherry picking, right? That's the only way you actually got any your money. So giving your money to someone else and expecting them to make money, and you never wanting to learn the science behind it and the strategy behind it and why and how, and right, you should be keeping tab on your money, right? To any money, just like you would give it to your friend, right? You always keep in tab on your friend, right? Hey, make sure he pays you back or whenever, soon as he can, right? You don't ask for it, but right, if he's buying everything else but doing everything else but paying you back, then that's a bad investment on your friend, right? Too the same way, if you invest in a company, right, you want to keep in tab on that company, make sure that its managers or its management is doing a good job, and any sign you see, I would say take your money out, right? You don't want your money, right? Look at Warren Buffett's example. He only gives us 2 rules, right? First rule, don't lose money, right? Second one, don't forget the first one. So I have read recently about 2 books. One, what is it? Man, I'm drawing blank. I'm sorry. Give me one by the Cardone, the 10X, and another one is by. Hold on. Let me look at my. I am actually currently reading. It's an amazing book, and I'm gonna give you guys some insight. Give me just 1 second. Rule number 1. Definitely recommend, but he's more like that's by Phil, right? Phil Town. I would say he makes a good point, but he's more like he said don't worry about like a dollar cost average, and you should be buying and selling based on the companies that you're more familiar with, and you can get 15%, right? That's the return, and giving your money to any company or anyone, right, that's a sure way to lose your money, because right, these are professional people. And other books that I read that I think was um, millionaire next door, living frugalously. Like you have to live well below your mean, and the rest you have to invest or some forms of investing, because other than that, right, only investing can get you to certain level, but you also have to put in a lot more money. If not, then you got to do business. All right, that's where you have hey, I'm doing a video, don't disturb me, that actually gets you money. So while on this topic, let me give you a very provocative idea, which is to, right, there are a bunch of gurus on YouTube videos, like self-made 25-year-old gurus, right? I am not a guru, neither do I claim to be one. I'm using this as a podcast to kind of show what I'm doing and hopefully learn from you guys, and you guys can learn from me. I am no means but there are other people, right, who have millions of dollars, right, who wants to help you and then do all kinds of, and they want to charge you for their course, right? Stay away from those people. But going back to the book, you have to live well below your means of money you get, and then take that money, you got to invest it in order to have some real tangible asset, and then from there you can look at whatever the opportunity you get, you invest in it, right? That's normally how it happens. And then where do you invest in, right, to get the max amount of capital based on your risk is the second question you should be asking. All right, but at the same time, you gotta also understand, why do you want to get rich? It's a very important question. And once you get there, what will happen to your money? Do you always expect it to be there, and what will you do with that money to your kid or to your family? There was a YouTube video I was watching, especially about German people being rich. This one guy, his family can trace back up to 900 years of richness. That's how long they had money in family. So 900 years, that's a lot of years, so think about it. How long do you want your money to last? Do you want your kids to be spoiled, not spoiled? Do you want them to go through same struggle, not same struggle? How do you want them to mold? Do you want them, what are you getting them ready to face, right? Because just like we have a battle, right, to get to a certain amount of money or a certain level of wealth so that we can do something, but once you have that, how do you ensure that it's continuation? So that's kind of like my goal for my podcast. Sort of that, there is another update. So as you know, I did real estate a while back. So in my real estate, I bought a house. This is a partnership house with 50-50 with my friend. So it's been 2 months. So in 2 months, man, I'm glad to own it, right? But here's some problem that so far that it has came out. But this is not a complaint, but this is more like a learning experience. So I was not expecting this. So this is totally, I guess, if somebody's trying to buy their first investment property, rental property, this is possibly, right? I am trying to learn different ways of investing money, whether it's through platform like Diversy Fund, Fundrise, the stock market, or owning actual tangible asset. So yeah, let's get back to the story. So basically, my property management company, they basically emails me. They're saying, hey, the thermostat is bad. It's going to cost us $500. So $500, dude. I go like, what the hell? What kind of thermostat are you guys replacing, right? But I live about 11 hours away, so I couldn't even drive. So I was like, you know what? I have a warranty on the house. Why don't you go ahead and American Home Shield? Some people might be familiar, some people not. So American Home Shield is like a warranty that you buy against your like electrical and plumbing mostly. I think it's only two things, or any other appliance, and you pay like insurance and they come and fix it. So I was like, why don't you just claim them, let them come out, and they come out. They are like, no, your thing is fine. It's you're actually bored, and they don't cover it. Okay, so I end up. The management company goes, hey, we have estimation about $500. So finally they get back to me. It's almost $700, right? Unexpected expenses happen. So another incident with the same house, there was stupid leakage, water leakage in the kitchen, and the tenant calls in the management company, and in emergency she doesn't know where that water is coming from, and she doesn't know how to turn it off. So management company freaks out and they call me, email me. I'm like, okay, send in somebody, right? Because we can't have water, and because that would do more damage. So they did. The guy they sent in, luckily he stopped the water, but here's the problem. He cuts out the freaking drywall, okay? Piece of it is an island type of kitchen. After that, what it is, he gives an estimation of $2,100. I kid you not. $2,100, like what kind of, like the house is 1 year old, okay? And there's a leakage. What kind of plumber are you, right? Who's gonna replace entire pipe, not just the leak? That's outside of my thinking. So of course the management company comes back to me. I'm like, dude, what the hell? I was like, I need you to go back to the insurance company. I need you to make another claim because I'm not paying $2,100 for, unless I have to, for leakage when I know pipe could be easily replaced. Just a part of it, right? I'm not a plumber, but that's how plumbing has always been done. I have seen a lot of plumbing done around my house, and in places that I've been, I guess I've been, a lot of plumbing, but that's normally how plumbing works. You just take out the section that's bad, and there's no way. So they come in, they're like, so insurance comes out and they fix it for $70. So the moral of this story is, if you're thinking about, especially if you're first time a rental house you're buying and you don't know, and it's a remote real estate, I would highly get American Home Shield warranty, just in case things do go bad. You have something that you can claim, because American Home Shield warranty, they have seen all of these problems and they know the price, and the people that they work with, they send true professional who are certified, and they know how to fix a problem, not just some guy that happens to be management company working with. So if you want to save money, I hope you do. If you own, just like me, if you bought your first rental house and you have a management company and you get a bunch of expenses left and right, get a American Home Shield involved, and trust me, they'll save you money. So that's kind of what this week's story is. Okay, let's cover some things on news. So those of you, if you've been living under the rock, President Trump, obviously he has lost. So we have a new president, and Joe Biden, right? Investors, especially the stock market, right? People like to dump in a lot of money for some odd reason, especially with emotions, right? Never buy anything, especially when it has to do with money. Never pay anything with emotion, right? If you have emotion and you gotta pay for it, that means you're getting ripped off. So, I hope you guys not on the low end of it. You guys bought when things are down, and there is still things going up and down. So that means market is not as efficient as in the MBA. Even in my own finance class, they teach you that concept of efficiency, which is market always right, and it takes all of the fundamentals / every single loophole / whatever the true worth is, the value of the house. That company, that's the price that we are paying as investor for the stock market. It's not true. The reason we can say that is because there are pockets of people who become very rich, trading by finding valued stock that they are undervalued. Okay, not all of the time, but there are sometimes. I don't know, Salesforce. I like Salesforce, right? They just acquired, trying to acquire Slack technology. What else? Dividends are going amazing, honestly. I've been making constantly in M1 Finance about $10 now per month. My goal is to increase that a little bit. Double it every single thing. So one thing about M1 Finance, I just bought my professional, I would say professional, but that's like a pro membership, right? Here's the basic one, $0 to invest, right? But you get 2% to borrow money, but you need to have $10,000. The reason I'm doing this is because I have a student loan and they are a lot more than 2%, and I'd rather get them at 2%. So as soon as I hit my portfolio 10%, I'm going to take some money out, pay my student loan, and right, I can take advantage of this. Right now they're running a special for $50 for being coronavirus, not coronavirus, Black Friday. So if you guys seeing this in time, maybe try this. I don't think this part is worth it, this 1% cashback, because this to me is like you paying to get a higher interest rate. Doesn't really, unless you have a lot of money, then it matters. But at low end, I don't really think so. All right, guys, thank you. I hope you have enjoyed the content for today.